Hello enthusiasts, with only a few months to go until our 24 N Festival, I've come up here to Morgan Park Raceway to have a look around. So without anything further, let's take this i30N sedan facelift, go for a drive. Before we begin a lap here at Morgan Park, there's a few things that you want to do that go without saying before you take your car onto the circuit. And like with any other N Festival in the past, or with any other track day in general, you want to make sure first and foremost your car is up to standard to be on the circuit. So serviced as recently as possible, check your tyres, make sure they're not only within tread but within date, more than a couple of years old, and they're probably not track worthy. So make sure your tyres are up to standard. The other thing as well, simple stuff, make sure you've booked, make sure you've got somewhere to stay at the end of the track sessions and track day, because round here it's such a busy lap, you are going to be tired. You don't want to drive a couple of hours, leave it too late, book somewhere in the middle of nowhere. You want to book nice and close. So a few little admin-y things that you can do to make your trip easier. With that being said, however, onto the main straight here, coming out of the last corner, Morgan Park Raceway in Warwick. Really cool circuit. It's often compared to Wakefield for Queensland, but the truth is it's much bigger, it's much faster. It's an awesome venue here. There's so many things to consider. There's lots of bumps, there's heavy braking, fast flowing corners. Into the first corner in particular here, big bumps on the way in. There's an Armco on the left, so braking down a couple of gears through this right-hander and try and make it sort of one smooth corner between turn 1 and 2. The curbs are quite flat on the inside, so you can kind of lean on them a little bit, but avoid the exit curbs. Coming out of there through turn 3 here, this is an awesome corner. Under a bridge, nice and close to the wall. Swing the car out wide on the entry. As the bridge goes over you, that's kind of your apex point, so nice and close to the wall there. Such a cool corner. You're starting to pull gears as well. It's no brakes under there, it might just be a lift. And then into one of the heavier braking points, it's a more than 90-degree right-hand corner, so braking nice and hard. Be careful to not turn in too soon. This corner comes back on itself and the exit curb isn't overly accommodating, so try and get the car slowed in a straight line, turn nice and late. Once you come out of there, bring the car back to the right-hand side of the road briefly to open up this left-hander, because all you're trying to do rather is get the car nice and straight for your braking zone right here. Look across your bonnet through your driver's window to the apex on the right-hand side, and again, it comes back on itself. So careful in this little infieldy section not to turn too early. It's so easy to do, particularly in a front drive car. You're always wanting to get to the corner, get to the power. Really avoid turning too early. Left-hander here, small brake, no down change required. You can use a bit of the exit curb here for this corner. Again, don't turn too soon, really be positive. Nice late turn, be positive with your steering input, and then onto the gas down this. It's effectively the longest sort of straight section, but it's not straight at all, and it's super fast towards the end of it. We've got this awesome sweeping right-hander. This is part of what the new section of the track was whenever that was laid many years ago. And this is a mega fast right-hand corner. In any car, this corner is intimidating. So in your ends, gear up for it, crawl, walk and run for this corner here, because as well, there's a braking zone pretty much straight thereafter. And then what's interesting about this corner is it's got a lot of banking. So you can actually turn slightly soon into here, get the camber of the road, tuck the wheels in, and then onto the power on the exit. Now there's a lot of runoff room on the exit there, but we don't want to be using it obviously. And then one of my favorite sections, the penultimate corner of the track, followed by the last corner, is a super fast right-left chicane. Now, you can cut the inside of the last corner a touch, but don't go playing too hard with it. I've actually broken a roll bar from a TCR car when testing here once by doing that. So if you don't want a damage bill like I got that day, stay off the curbs. It's not too much faster, you're not going to make too much difference. And then onto the main straight for your lap, super busy, and that's a lap of Morgan Park. It's an amazing venue. I know you're all going to love it because I certainly do. I can't wait to rip in. Only a few months away. Let's go. So I hope you enjoyed that brief little tour of the track. We will see you in December for N Festival. It is going to be extremely warm. It's July and I'm in shorts, so you can imagine what December's going to be like. So come prepared. We'll see you all soon. We can't wait to have you.